And so it came to pass that the day was to be saved by the most unlikeliest of heroes, a small child unwillingly thrust into the workforce. One disaster after another had been diverted due to her diligent and cunning decision-making. With the kingdom on the verge of knowing everlasting peace and prosperity, our hero could finally rest their weary head, but only after one more critical decision was to be made. A decision of great weight, a decision of immense importance, a decision that could possibly kill hundreds, even thousands of people. Oh my God, you've made the wrong choice. You didn't think things through. You've doomed us all. Everything's on fire now. We're all covered in fire. How could you have done this to us?
Lil! Lil!
What? Oh, Dad, I must have been having a nightmare.
It's over now, sweetie. But since you're awake, I think it's time you and I had the talk.
Out of one nightmare and into another.
Sweetie, there comes a time in every young person's life.
What? Dad, you don't have to do this.
When they have to work their dad's shift at the guard shed while he places a bet on the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Aw, Dad, do I have to? Today was the day I was going to start off on a grand adventure with my friends. I want to sail the open sea. I want to fight ogres. I want to throw rocks at things.
You think I didn't want to throw rocks at things when I was your age? But I had a duty. I had a responsibility. I had to work at the guard shed while my dad placed a bet at the goblin ball match down at the pub.
Did he ever win anything?
Do you think we'd be stuck here if he did?
But I'm 12. Won't we get in trouble?
Not if we don't get caught. Come on, I'll show you how to handle anything that comes up. Okie dokie, ready for me to very quickly show you how everything works?
Oh good, everyone loves a tutorial.
No time for a full rundown, so I'll sum it up like this. The key thing to remember when being a castle guardsman is...
Dad, someone's coming. What do we do?
Okay. Guess the best way to learn is by doing. Let's just hope there's someone completely plain and boring. Ah! Good morning, Mrs. Abernathy. How's your day today?
Plain and boring, as always.
Bingo! Would you mind if Lil looks after you?
Oh, not at all. It's always a pleasure to see your daughter, Shamish.
It's Hamish.
What is?
Never mind. Now, Lil, when a visitor approaches the guard shed, they'll generally start by stating their business.
I'd like to state my business. I bring a basket of baked goods to my son and his family once a week. Oh, would you like one?
After they state their business, it's pretty much your call what to do next. You can select them and interrogate them. There's tools, the phone there on the wall. You only get 3 action points. You get it, right?
Not really. What do we need tools for?
You can pick one and it does something. Come on, Lil. I've really got to speed this along. The Goblin Ball game is about to start.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm inconveniencing you?
Oh, no, not at all, dear. I don't mind helping out.
But the princess is whirligigging the ceremonial first slingshot.
She is? Sweet jumping jitters, we gotta get to that game. Let's wrap this up, dear. Seamus, tell the girl what to do.
The name is Hamish.
No, it's Mrs. Abernathy.
Our tools. If you want to use a tool, you have to make sure it has a crystal to charge it. Here, I'll show you. I'll add today's crystals to the tools that don't have any. That way I have a well-rounded arsenal.
Why do the other tools already have crystals in them?
I carried them over from previous days. Any other questions?
Why does a bullwhip need to be powered by crystals?
No more questions. No humming. This X-ray scanner can see through most types of clothing, flesh, and bone. It uses low-grade radiation. Do not use on trolls. Truth spray. You spray it, and they tell the truth. Honestly, that's what it does. You can use this decoder ring to decode things. Not exactly sure how it works. The instructions were written in some kind of code. It's a metal detector. You figure it out. Feeling stuck? This phone is for calling the royal advisors and asking for their help, but all they'll really give you is their opinion. You can get a hold of Lieutenant Stryker, captain of the guards, and technically our boss.
Hello, who's there?
Or First Councilwoman Ash, the head bureaucrat of the Sprawl, with a real mind for politics.
This is Councilwoman Ash. Hello? Hello, is somebody there?
And finally, the royal jester Malcolm, chaos personified in human form.
Hello, you've reached Malcolm. Please leave a message after the goose honk. Hey, where'd the goose go? Well, chase after it, for goodness sake!
Each call costs an action point. Didn't we cover this? That's your inventory bag where you keep the things people give you, or that you confiscate from them. In other words, your sweet, sweet loot. Looking in your bag for something to use doesn't cost you an action point. You use the Wicked 3000 to make the big decision to let someone in, or send them packing. Choosing this will end the tutorial. Can I finally get out of here? Now you can choose to use the Wicked 3000 at any point during a turn, but sometimes it's better to use up all 3 action points to find out everything you can, by any means necessary.
Sometimes?
Yeah, and sometimes people are in a really big hurry, like I am right now, so just pick a damn lever already.
Great job, Lil. Your mother would be so proud to see you now. After my delivery, I'm off to watch the big game. Got my grandson's inheritance riding on a tip that the Stapleford Snughorns are gonna win it today.
Here's a tip. Never lend Mrs. Abernathy money to bet with.
Let's hurry along to the game. We don't want to be late, do we, Hamish?
My name is Shamish. No, wait, it's not. Oh, I better go. Time to put on your big kid pants. You can do this.
More like I'm being forced to do this.
It's only for today, I swear. Come meet me in the tavern when the shift is over. Good luck.
Good luck with your illegal gambling.
I don't need luck.
Believe me, he does.
Okay, Lil, you got this.
Charmed to make your acquaintance, young gateminder. I am Tyronius Athanatos, son of Brielle and Darunia Athanatos. I have been summoned to deliver the keynote speech at the Festival of Magical Freedom tonight, hosted by the Mages Guild. Will you require anything further? Tonight I will inspire my fellow mages to throw off the shackles of oppression forced upon them by the weak and frightened smaggle powers that be. Tonight we will demand the freedom to flex our might, freedom to control our destiny, freedom to unleash our powers. Freedom.
Huh?
I would not even think about it, young one, unless you want to see the terror.
What you got there?
Haha, clever girl. These are just a few select works from my family library, things to sign and give to my many adoring fans tonight. Very well spotted. Perhaps there is hope for you yet. Would you like one? Here. Yes, this one should open your...
Proper etiquette when dealing with superior beings. Great, thanks.
You're welcome. I wrote it.
I'm so glad you called. Frankly, I was worried you guardsmen never followed the writ due to illiteracy. Admit the mage, and my people will escort him to the venue.
The House of Thanatos, and indeed the entire Mages Guild, thank you, young guardian. You will go far.
Good afternoon. I am here to pick up my two kids from the no-good, stingy lowlife of a father who happens to be my lying, cheating lowlife of an ex-husband, Orlando. His address is there on this incomprehensible, illegible letter my kids sent me. Believe me, I would love to have him get off his sorry butt and bring them to me for once.
This woman has been through enough. I'd rather save the charge.
Thanks. Don't worry, Polyphemus, Orlando Jr. Mama's coming for you.
Good luck.
What in the bloody blazing blasted hell is the hold-up? Why have we stopped, Whelp?
Well, sir, the guard.
Silence! Speak when spoken to, or you'll get the whip, Whelp!
Yes, sir.
Now, you, child, let me pass. I have important business to attend to. Come on, shake a leg. BS waits for no man.
BS?
Bank of the Sprawl.
Well, that's unfortunate. Whoa, that's a lot of cheddar.
No, ma'am. It is gold.
Silence! Yes, it is gold, but it is legitimate. Certainly not blood gold, if that's what you were thinking.
Well, I wasn't before you said anything. I think I'll have to take a sample of this for, science.
Why, you greedy little urchin. I think I like you more than ever. Now, since you are finished rifling through my personal belongings, you insufferable petty little monster, let me pass.
I wonder what the stamp on these gold bars means. Maybe it's decodable. I'd like to take a closer look at those gold bars. The symbols on these gold bars are definitely not issued by the Bank of the Sprawl. This is blood gold and definitely illegal.
Blood gold. We've been on the lookout for mules bringing it into the sprawl for years now. Deny this man immediately. Well spotted, Guardsman. You are a credit to the force.
It's the goblins' fault, isn't it? Nasty, deceptive creatures. What about this? Let me through the gate, but I shall leave the goblin tied up outside like the cur he is.
But, sir, the gold!
Silence! All right, you rotten little girl, I'll go. But you will rue the day you crossed me.
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn calling. Who may I ask am I speaking to?
This is Lil.
Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards to come down to the dig site as soon as you can.
Okay, and where exactly is... She hung up.
Why, hello there. I have come to the Sprawl to participate in capitalism. After years on the road as a traveling merchant, I'm finally ready to put down roots. And what better place than the sprawling metropolis of the Sprawl? Huh, I just got that. Garby Bunches is the name.
Garby Bunches? Funny name. But that's gotta be made up. I'm gonna have to see some documentation.
Can't fault you for doing your due diligence. Here's my vendor's license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade.
He's right. Everything is in order.
Can you smell that?
The trash barge? Yeah, it comes through on the weekends. The smell only lingers for a couple of days.
Not the reek of filth and decay. That's the reek of opportunity. See you around.
Oh my, were you left behind? The last group of school children departed hours ago. Feel free to wait in the lost and found box until someone comes to collect you.
No, you called me. I'm Lil. We spoke on the phone. I was covering for my dad at the South Gate.
Ah, of course, Lil, yes. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do, for the sake of time. Ha! Sake of time. Do you get it?
No.
Trust me, you will.
Who are you again?
Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of archaeological research at the Royal Academy. But you can call me B.
Gotcha. And what's so great about this place?
Would you like the long or short version?
Hit me with some of that sweet exposition, baby.
This place is known as the dig site.
How creative.
We stand at the site upon which power crystals were first discovered.
The power crystals that I use for the tools in the guard shed?
Those and every other technological marvel of our lifetimes. I am the preeminent expert in the advanced properties of power crystals, and my research suggests we have barely scratched the surface of what these puppies can do.
Okay, but again, what does this have to do with me?
Lil, I have found how to harness the crystal's power to alter the very fabric of time. May I present the Chronometer 3000? And what I need to know from you is, do you know anyone who would be willing to go on what some might call an adventure?
Oh, me! I want to go on an adventure!
Wonderful. But before you go off and start pushing buttons willy-nilly, let me explain how I came across this incredible new discovery, or more exposition, as you might say. You see, by transmuting the crystal's more raw and ethereal properties and tethering it to a gnomish astrolab, they can produce temporal anomalies. We began experimenting by fashioning teeny tiny harnesses and attaching the crystals to mice and directing radio signals towards them. We perfected the process and found that we could send these mice back minutes, hours, even a full day with a less than 13% fatality rate.
Wait, what? Where am I? What just happened?
Good afternoon. This is Dr. Marquez Nice to meet you, Lil. I need one of you gate guards.
What's going on? Don't you remember She hung up.
Why, hello there. I've got...
Let me stop you there. Your name is Grabby Blanchers, right? You're a traveling merchant?
Ah, I see my reputation proceed.
This is so weird. I swear
I'm sorry. Are you talking?
That's what I'm trying to decide, Garbs.
Regardless, here's my vendor license issued by the Sprawl Board of Trade for confirmation.
He's right. Everything is in order. I need to get this guy processed and get my butt back to the dig. I swear I've done this already. I remember pulling the lever.
Can you smell that?
I think then you said something about opportunity.
You got it. See you around.
I need to get back to the dig site.
Oh my, were you left behind?
I need you to listen to me. Something very strange is going on. My name is Lil. Don't you remember me?
Oh, Lil from the phone call earlier, of course. Yes. But no, this is highly irregular. But then again, you'll have to do for the sake of time. Sake of time. Do you get it?
I already told you no. Oh, wait, I actually do.
My name is Dr. Marquess Beatrix von Matterhorn, head of
Archaeological research at the Royalty School for Smart People. You said I can call you Trixie. We've been through this before.
I'd prefer if you called me B.
And this is the site where power crystals were first discovered and you used them to make a time machine. Then you baited me with promises of adventure and pretty much forced me to push the big shiny button on your silly little time machine, and now I'm pretty sure I'm just traveled back through time and I'm kind of freaking out here. Any questions?
Wait, why am I asking you questions? For any of this to be possible, it would require the use of my newly crafted device. May I present the Chronometer 3000? Wait, where did it go?
Do you mean this?
My invention! How did you get that?
You gave it to me. Well, not really, but you were gonna give it to me, I think. You were in the middle of explaining.
And you were seduced by the glowing red button.
Can you blame me?
Yes! But it is a good button. I'm just proud of myself that your particles weren't immediately dispersed to the furthest reaches of space and time. That risk becomes much lower once I configure it to your individual life source, which I will do now. At any rate, I think the castle gate is a perfect place to test my prototype, and I need a willing gate guard to use the device. And allow me to track their progress to make sure only the right people are permitted entry to the sprawl. Do you have any questions?
Right people.
Individuals or groups that would improve the daily life of the inhabitants of the sprawl, rather than those who would see harm come to the community and castle.
Isn't that subjective?
Yes, well, I suppose it is, but recently the kingdom has seen a rise in rebellious factions, envious neighboring nations, not to mention the resentful Mages Guild since the Power Crystal has replaced most household magical applications. One wrong choice could trigger a domino effect that could lead to the fall of the sprawl.
So to recap, you're giving me, a 12-year-old who worked exactly 1 day at the castle gate, the power to rewind time? Why not just use it yourself?
I have been testing the device myself for months. In fact, I used it to repeat a month's worth of the same day and learn to play the oboe. Can I show you? Oh, well, perhaps another time. My calculations suggest that no changes I could make from my post at the Royal Academy would have nearly the impact on the sprawl that you gate guards do. Academia, am I right? So I came to the conclusion that trying it out at the gate is a calculated risk worth taking.
I think I get the idea, Dr. B. I'm ready to go out in the world and use this device properly, and definitely not to win the lottery or to repeatedly watch people trip and fall over and over again.
You'd want that?
With all that money, I could pay people to trip and fall over and over again.
Regardless, you'll find you can't use it whenever or wherever you want. It is now calibrated, so it will only allow you to fold space and time when you are inside the guard shed.
Ah, rats.
Furthermore, by default, the device will automatically allow you to travel back to the start of your guard shift, including your loadout. However, I hacked it a bit so that you can jump back to a specific point in the turn. Hack is the key word, though. I have to leave now. There is more science to be done. I will summon you soon, and we will see what else you might be ready for. Thank you, Lil. The world thanks you.
No pressure.
You can do this. Just try not to break space and time. I'm not kidding.
Maybe I should have mentioned I was only working the gate for 1 day. Oh well, it's getting pretty late. I should head home.
Your dad's over there.
Hey, there she is, my hard-working, angel-faced sweetest of the sweetest daughter of mine.
You didn't win your gambling, did you?
No, but it wasn't my fault. The other team was just too good. But I didn't lose all my money. We still have left what I didn't bet, so...
That'll be 15 gold for the ale.
And now we don't have any left. Hey, Lil, did you take any bribes or pickpocket anyone today?
Sorry, nothing today.
Oh, rats.
Rats? Again? I mean, we don't have rats, I swear.
No, not like that. Oh, well. I'll go call my guy anyways. See if he'll front me the money to bet with.
Wait, you'll never believe what happened. Right at the end of my shift, I got this phone call, okay? Asking me to come down to the dig site.
Did you remember to lock up the shed?
What? Yes.
And turn off the light?
Yes, I did. Whatever, just listen.
You gotta make sure to turn off the light, Lil. They'll charge us for the overnight usage.
I remembered to turn off the light. I think. Anyways, Dad, I met this professor at the dig site, and she had this time machine, and when I touched the time machine, I went back in time. Then she gave me the time machine to use when I worked the guard shed for you, but it only works at the guard shed, so that was kind of a bummer. But it's super cool, and it only works for me.
That's great, sweetie. I'm glad you liked covering for me today. But you don't have to make up stories just so you can work another shift.
Wait, no, that's not what's happening.
Anytime you want to be just like Daddy and work down at the guard shed, all you need to do is ask.
Dad, you're not fully comprehending what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey, Arda, did you hear? Lil's making up cute stories so she can be more like her old man.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I have the power to manipulate time, and I demand to be taken seriously.
Okay, I understand. I can see that you're serious. Seriously adorable. But honestly, Lil, you can cover for me anytime you like. You're probably doing a better job than me anyways.
This isn't how I expected it to go.
Speaking of that, I better call my guy and make a bet on the next game. It's getting late. You better get upstairs to bed, Missy. Good night, Lil.
Good night, Dad. Maybe someday you'll believe me. Good luck with your gambling.
I don't need luck.
Whew, I'm pooped. That's enough adventure for one day. I'm ready to hit the sack.
morning. You're listening to The Morning Crawl, the #1 morning show in the sprawl. I'm your host, Dodger, joined as always by my co-host, the Ham, who I will remind you is a live pig. Let's jump right in and get your morning started and muse over the news. Today in the headlines, it was just announced that the heir to the throne, Princess Desdemona, has come of age and will be taking a suitor. No, I don't think Desdemona wants a pig as a husband, the Ham. But then again, neither did my ex-wife. Hey-oh! With multiple suitors making their way into the city, expect backups and delays across all major routes this morning. Now let's get to the music. You're listening to The Morning Crawl here in the Sprawl with Dodger and the Ham.
I liked it better when it was Dodger and the Cluck, but I guess it was too hard to keep training that chicken. I think I should find my dad. Good thing I always sleep in my clothes and I'm ready to go. A note? Maybe he wants me to work a shift for him again. Or maybe he forgot to put on underwear and needs me to bring him a Well, there's a 50-50 chance I'll get to use the Chronometer 3000 today. Here's hoping.
And finally, the aforementioned grading pending review will be transferable to a more viable calculation, which is, needless to say, a more economical contrivance for evaluation. Any questions?
Many questions.
Hey, Dad, I got your note. What's going on?
I have no idea.
Due to the Bank of the Sprawl being burned to the ground as a result of your actions, any guardsman who does not receive an above 2-star rating at the end of any given shift will lose their job.
But I need my job for gambling.
I'll pretend I didn't just hear that.
You and I both know my dad has a tendency to half-ass his way through life. Tell me why he needs to whole-ass it all of a sudden and strive for anything above 2 stars.
Why, I'm glad you asked. I've been authorized to award above average job performance with cash bonuses.
You mean if we get more 4-star results, we'll make more money?
You're as quick as your father. Before I go, here are the allotted crystals to power your tools. And with that, I'm off to tell all the other gate guards about these new rules. Well, all of them except Randy. He's been terminated.
Not Randy. That guy's a riot.
Which is exactly what his poor judgment led to. Wish me luck.
Aw, jeez. Randy was just 3 payments away from paying off his new catapult.
Sounds like you need to start doing your job better.
More like you need to start doing my job better. Just like you wanted to.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. You don't just get to leave me here. Will you go bet on Goblin Ball games?
No Goblin Ball match today. I received a cryptic letter this morning saying they need me on palace duty, and they specifically referenced that you need to cover for me again. Looks like you're not the only one who wants you to work the gate today.
Again, not what I meant.
It's not all bad news. I scored these off-brand discount crystals from my bookie Fredo as a gift for being his best client. But he mentioned that they might only work some of the time. But I like those odds.
Oh, Dad, you really need to talk to somebody about your gambling.
I love you too, Lil. And with that, I'm off. Remember, 2 stars or better, or we're out on our asses.
No pressure.
That's my girl.
Hello, ma'am. The name is Seamus McGoblin. I've been requested to do some work in the sprawl. Just have my supplies here with me, nothing else to declare. Oh, this. I know it was left at my shop late last night. You can have a look if you'd like.
Well, it's about time he showed up. Send him to my office toot suite and I'll set him to work. No more doom and gloom down here in my office. Now it'll just be doom. What's that? Yes, I insist the horse get into the water. This is water polo after all.
Many thanks. Say, before I go, do you have a favorite color?
I like red, I guess.
Then I shall paint, whatever it is I'm painting, red in your honor. Thank you again.
Hear ye, hear ye. I have come to announce to the princess a proposal of marriage from my lord and master, Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Prince Phineas, son of King Phineas and Queen Buttermilk, who was daughter of King Fangil, son of Queen Amelia, daughter of King Rupert, son of Queen
Thank you. Wow, okay, I think I got it.
Prince Phineas himself will arrive in the sprawl after a ceremonial visit to the royal sulfur mines of Petrard. The prince will be christening the newest of our sulfuric refineries by smashing a bottle of Petrardian fizzy over the front door.
Won't that make a huge mess?
Inevitably. But it is a tradition. A sticky, dangerous tradition. An alliance between the great kingdom of Petrard and the Sprawl would benefit both sides mightily. Imagine the petrol and gunpowder our sulfur mines produce, combined with the technological advancements that your power crystals provide, would create a union that would make our two kingdoms the envy of the world.
I guess a wedding would bring our two kingdoms closer together.
Undoubtedly. Vows made in wedlock are never broken. Well, in royal weddings anyway. Damn you, Marjorie.
Is Marjorie your ex?
My ex-wife, yes. Onward to announce the eventual arrival of Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to the throne of Petrard and future husband to Princess Desdemona. Incidentally, I believe there is a representative of the Marvarg Empire behind me, seeking to make a similar offer for the hand of the princess. If you refuse her entry, I will give you much gold tonight. I will meet you at the tavern after your shift. Remember, do not let in the Marvarg delegate.
Good afternoon, child. I would like to enter this bustling metropolis with the desire to purchase a hat. I have lost my previous hat and I require a replacement.
Why come all this way to buy a hat? Surely they have hats where you're from.
They do, yes. But they do not match the standards of my previous hat. I was known well as one who adorned a hat of the highest caliber. I cannot go back.
Maybe you haven't looked hard enough?
I promise, child, I have searched high and low for the perfect hat. This sprawl is my last hope. That should be enough money to buy a new hat of equal, if not greater, magnificence than my previous hat, if such a thing even exists.
This old hat of yours must have been something special.
Oh, it was. It was the most fantastic hat you had ever seen. That is how I acquired my name. Signor Capello Fantastico.
What does that mean?
Mr. Fantastic Hat.
That's a very fitting name.
Alas, it was. My good name.
I hope you find your hat, Mr. Fantastico.
Thank you, child. The next time you see me, you will say to yourself, "Wow, has that guy got a fantastic new hat?"
I have no doubt in my mind.
I come with a message for Princess Desdemona of the Sprawl, from Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. The Praetor bid me say directly to the princess, Egtag Maya Kora una Guahatag. Grant me access to deliver this message personally, and I shall recite the Praetor's words to the princess with honor. Hail, Praetor Kargan! Kapla! I killed 19 other mighty adversaries for the honor of delivering this message to your princess. I have brought you the head of the mightiest of these for you to inspect, as is our custom.
No, please. You keep it.
But then how will you know I am worthy of delivering the words of the...
You know what? I'll take your word.
Curious, Very... What is that? Is it a poison mist? Perhaps an enemy weapon to put me in a state of ease before they pounce. Death is all around me, and I must be on guard for death's cold hand at all times. I cannot sleep. I would be vulnerable to attack. I have not slept in many years, and whenever I close my eyes for a second, the ghosts of the warriors I have butchered fill my mind with dread message, despair, and die. What? What happened? That is indeed powerful magic you wield, small gate-minder. The Praetor is attending the ballet tonight. Upon its completion, Praetor Kargan will make for the sprawl.
Oh, so the Praetor's coming here later tonight?
Not likely. In Marvog, the ballet can last days, weeks even. It continues until only one dancer survives. Ballet is one of the finest blood sports in the Marvog Empire, and the bodies of fallen ballerinas are stacked high in the main square, as is our custom.
Oh dear God. Is there a prize for, winning the ballet?
Indeed there is. The winner is put directly into the line of succession to rule. Praetor Kargan was one of the finest ballerinas I have ever witnessed. Slaughtered dozens of other would-be ballerinas with a grace and beauty that brought a tear to my eye. You have honor, little one, and shall always be a friend of the Marvog. And now, to fulfill my mission to speak the Praetor's words to the princess, Kapla!
Whoa there, Lucy. Hello and salutations to you, most honorable guardian of the free peoples of the Sprawl. I am the envoy of the gallant Sir Beverly, a knight of some minor renown. I have received a very special invitation from Her Majesty Princess Desdemona, as she turns her royal eye to... If there's nothing else, I will be off to my happy...
Said some foreign dignitary types would be showing up today. This should all be on the royal writ. If this one seems legit, send them in. If not, send them packing. This really isn't that hard.
When word reached me that Princess Desdemona was going to be entertaining potential suitors, I knew my days of jousting and dragon slaying were behind me. I saddled up my faithful... Now, we are here to...
You really don't look like the dragon-slaying type.
Looks can be deceiving. By my eyes, you don't look like the castle...
I'm not. This is my dad's job. I'm filling in. You're proving my point. Have you ever met Princess Desdemona?
Alack a day, I have not. 'Tis but a glimpse of her I have yet beheld, but that image has drawn me here like a moth to a forest fire. And, though it is true I have never known the Steady on, Lucy.
How do you know she wants you to come and marry her if she's never met you before?
In that glimpse of her, I could see she was longing for true love to come and save her from her world of loneliness.
Yeah, I don't think that's how glimpses work.
I understand. You are being controlled by powerful forces and simply following. You have not seen the last of Bep.
Hey kid, are you Lil? Show a bit of respect. If you see her, tell her I got a mysterious letter for her.
Mysterious, you say? Fine, you've got me. Who's it from?
I'm not authorized to know.
That is mysterious. Does this mysterious letter have anything to do with the one my dad Hamish got this morning?
Your dad is Hamish? What a good guy. Did you hear about Randy, though?
Only 3 payments away on that catapult.
Yeah, it's a real shame. Anyways, just take the note. I gotta get back to work. See you around, kid.
Nothing weird or creepy about that. Where's that music coming from? What is happening?
Good afternoon, I've traveled from afar. A simple girl who wished upon a star. Inside this castle lies my fate. Perhaps I'll even get a date. To my old life I sing au revoir.
And you are? It's Lil, and you need a good reason to be let in, but so far I'm not optimistic. Do you have any ID or anything?
I assure you that my heart is true. Must this be a whole to-do? Inside these walls my destiny awaits.
It just feels like if you weren't singing, we could move the plot along faster.
I'm just so thrilled to finally be here in the sprawl. The people, the culture, the food, the hundreds of dark alleyways that could just swallow a person up. I have to say, I'm losing patience, Lil. At first you seemed so innocent, but still, I have a hunger driving me. The people everywhere will see my dark destiny I will fulfill.
Well, that took a dark turn. There's nothing here to decode.
Oh, that sounds just delightful. You know, I performed for...
Excuse me, who are you talking to? What are you saying to them? Are you talking about me? Behind my back?
I'm right in front of you.
No, it drives me crazy when people talk about me behind my back right in front of me. This is making me angry.
Maybe let's try singing? At times like this, what helps is this, calming down.
This isn't a duet. I'm the star here. You think you're going to burn me? It's me that's going to burn you.
Whoa, I didn't think this was that kind of game. Where's that music coming from? What is happening?
Good afternoon. I've traveled from. I'm just so thrilled to find the people, the culture, the food. I have to say, I'm losing patience, Lil. At first, you seemed so innocent, but still, I have a hunger driving me. The people everywhere will see my dark destiny. I will fulfill.
Well, that took a dark.
I see now that you aren't my friend. My time here is about to end. You haven't seen the last of me.
You're the worst. Is this the right place?
It is. I mean, enter if you dare. Oh, you dared. Hello. Welcome to my lair of chaos.
It looks like a bedroom.
It is his damn bedroom.
It can be two things. I'm a minimalist.
So, this is the little guardsman we've been talking about. Wait, you are, right?
I can't imagine why I wouldn't be.
Good news, little girl. You're going to be working the gate for the foreseeable future.
What? That's not good news. Why me? I hardly have a grasp on what I'm doing, and I'm barely tall enough to see over the desk.
I see. Then you're free to go.
Keep it together, Mal. Listen, little girl. We have eyes and ears all over the city, but the gates have always been a blind spot for me.
The point is, the safety and security of the sprawl must be preserved and protected, and you might be positioned to help maintain the balance. Do you understand our meaning?
You can think of us as the real change makers here in the sprawl. Sure, there's the princess, but I think she's better suited to cutting ribbons and things like that.
Careful.
At any rate, I am Councilwoman Ash, head politician and policymaker for the Sprawl.
Lieutenant Stryker, head of military and law enforcement.
And I'm Malcolm.
He's a jester of the court.
I think they got that from the hat.
Basically, we're the ones who really make things happen around here.
And I'm Malcolm.
So it would be wise for you to do as we say.
What if I refuse? You can't make me do anything I don't want to do. I'm 12 years old.
Damn it, you've got us there. But how about we leave it up to chance? Guess which hand is holding the colored ball, and we'll forget about the whole thing. But if you guess it correctly, you agree to do our bidding no matter how nefarious or unreasonable. Sound like a deal?
Do I even have a choice?
Yes. You choose which hand.
Not the brightest one, is she?
His right hand. Pick his right hand, you can't go wrong when you pick right.
Malcolm is left-handed, I think, so I'd pick his
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the wrong choice. What you should have chosen was my foot.
But you said it would be in your hand.
And what is the foot if not the hand of the leg? You lost fair and square.
But...
Oh, and don't worry about your father. We're each quite capable at finding ways to keep him busy, making sure you have to cover for him.
But...
That concludes this briefing. We suggest you go back home, rest, and wake up tomorrow prepared to go to your new mundane job, which you will work at for the foreseeable future.
It's called being an adult.
Keep an eye out for our directives in your daily guardsman writ. I trust you won't.
Goodbye.
Why did you turn off the light? She obviously knows we're...
She wouldn't have known that if you didn't start talking.
I should have brought another drink.
Boy, what a day. Hey, Arda, pour me a cold one, will ya?
Make that 2, Arda. Hey, wait a minute. You're too young to be drinking cold ones. Make hers a milk, please, Art.
Can it at least be cold?
That depends. How did work go today?
Did better than a 2-star rating, I can tell you that. How was... What were you doing again?
The bidding of the 3 royal advisors.
Do you think it's normal that the big names and faces of this city are using us for their own personal and political gain?
After today, I don't know what's normal anymore.
I don't really have anywhere... I'm not ready for bed.
There's someone waiting for you in the back alley. Garcia... Anyways, it's just through that door over there.
Hey, we have extra of the daily special today. Eggs and oil and lemon. Do you and your dad want to take...
No, we're not gonna take.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Aha! There she is, the brilliant little half-pint running the desk. I trust you refused entry to the envoy from the Marvog Empire like we talked about? If you did, I have the gold.
Yep, I sure did. Kick their ass back to Marvog.
Incredible bravery in the face of a...
Oh, you know, all in a day's work. What kind of gold are we talking about here?
I have here 20 pieces of gold. They are yours, and with many thanks, from Prince Phineas Pomp, heir to... son of King Phineas...
Just the gold.
Oh, yes, here you are.
Lil, you came. Welcome to Garby Bunch's Emporium of Wonder. You're my very first customer. I was actually inspired by watching you alternately help and hinder folks at the gate yesterday. And I thought, Garby, there must be an industry of enterprising individuals supporting the guards. And when I looked around, there wasn't. So I met a mage who's got a magic crystal hookup, and now I'm selling guardsman tool power-ups. If you've got the cash, I can sell you extra power crystals, both the good kind and the cheap roll the dice and see what happens kind, as well as power-ups for all of your tools. It's pricey, but the more crystals you can load into those bad boys, the better. Finally, if you need cash, you can sell me anything you might have taken off of unsuspecting suckers.
I think I've done everything I need to do. Quiet, you.
It's News in the Morning with me, your news anchor, Manuel Mentiroso. Breaking news. The chosen suitors for our beloved and newly available Princess Desdemona will be arriving today in the Sprawl. Be on the lookout for royal carriages, entourages, and attitudes. Breaking news. The Duchess of Scarborough's prized pet cat, Sprankles, has passed away at the age of 43. A representative from the Small Rodent and Budgie Coalition shared their condolences, then immediately scampered around without reserve. Breaking news. The Sprawl will be host to a Goblin Ball match today between our Sprawl Brawlers and the opposing Caladar Lightning at the Goblin Ball Arena. Breaking news. That was my last piece of breaking news. Keep tuning in for all...
Oh look, another note. You didn't tell me which team to bet on, but my chances can't be any.
Yes, it is I, little one, heir to the throne. Please, no need to bow or genuflect. No, for though I am a crowned prince of the realm, I am a humble man, one of the You'll be glad to know that the opening ceremonies of our newest royal sulphur mine were a complete success. Only 4 deaths, which is far fewer than the last. No matter, we look forward in Petrard. No sense crying over spilt... well, there it is.
I'm glad things went well. Jeez, 4 dead? At an opening ceremony?
Yes, tragic. Avoidable, but still tragic. Luckily, it wasn't anyone important. A few unskilled laborers and 1 server. Could have been much, much worse. I've heard tell that the barbaric warmonger Praetor Kargan is my chief rival for the hand of your fair princess. Can't even find decent competition these days. The Marvarg are a loathsome bunch of butchers, killing each other over the tiniest infractions. Bump into someone in the checkout line, trial by combat. Accidentally sneeze on a sacred heirloom, trial by combat. Worst vacation of my life.
I wouldn't take the Marvog lightly if I were you. They are a proud warrior race who defend their honor with their lives. Some people might find that kind of sexy.
Ha! That is nothing compared to a handsome carriage ride around the sulphur depots in the Petrardian High Court.
That sounds pungent.
Indeed it.
Well,
Is he charming? They say that he's charming.
he has charm for a prince, I guess.
Yes.
I don't meet a wide range.
Oh, never mind. I will see for myself. Send the prince in at once, and for goodness sake, don't talk to him. We wouldn't want you to put him off.
And with that, it is off to face the princess and destiny. Before I go, can you spot me a $5? I'm afraid I left my wallet in my other pants. Is it that you don't have the money, or that you don't want to lend it to me? Not terribly surprising, lower-class working type. Never mind, I'll find someone a bit more well-heeled. Yes, please. Although Oh, I hope this princess is a looker. I never really thought about marriage before, the idea of tying myself down to one person. My mother is getting on and insists that I marry into a prosperous kingdom for the sake of future Petrardian interests. Our kingdom is almost broke, and we need to find someone to foot the bill for all these sulfur mines, or we'll have a riot on our hands. You'll be glad to know that the... Oh, no matter.
Jeez, 4 dead? At an opening ceremony?
Yes, tragic. Avoidable, but still. Luckily, it wasn't anyone important.
Is he handsome?
Well,
Is he charming?
he has charm.
Yes.
I don't meet a...
Oh, never mind. I will see.
Did you just deny me?
What on earth are you doing? Since when are you exercising independent thought? I don't care what your opinion of them is. You're to let them through at once.
Yes, ma'am. No more independent thought for me, ma'am.
Good. You have to snuff these things out when you can, you know. Now.
And with that... Oh, smart-ass ticket taker! When I'm king, I'll remember this.
Good day. I traveled up here with the convoy what was bringing Prince Phineas to the Sprawl. I'm not staying long. Just need a place for tonight before I head back to Petrard. I was hired to come along with the convoy in case anything broke down on the way, in case repairs were needed on any. The prince doesn't exactly travel light. 3 carriages of wardrobe changes alone. To be honest, I don't get to the Sprawl often. Too many mages around these parts for my liking.
I'm sure they were glad to have you as a personal insurance policy.
I don't know if I'd go that far. If they didn't absolutely need to hire someone to make sure the prince was here bright and early, they surely would not have. Wouldn't spend a penny on their dying aunt, the Pomp family. If I could have afforded to stay home, I would have. but they made me an offer I couldn't refuse, so to speak.
Was it a threat? A horse's head in your bed?
Nope, just a big heaping pile of money. The king and queen are desperate for the prince to secure the hand of Princess Desdemona. The future prosperity of Petrard depends on it. To be frank, the whole kingdom is flat broke. This is their only chance to marry rich.
I guess that explains the big deal everyone's making out of this whole let's marry the princess off thing. Shouldn't she have some kind of say in the...
Now that is something seriously worth considering. If you happen to have anything that's broken down and needs a good once-over, just set me to it. I'm capable of working more magic with these two hands than the whole bloody guild of mages, I'll tell you that for free.
As a matter of fact, the jukebox at the Twisted Sisters Tavern has been on the fritz for ages.
Oddly enough, fixing fritzy jukeboxes is my specialty. I'll go there straight away and you'll be boogieing before you can sing a chorus of Hey Nani Nani.
I don't understand what any of that meant, but...
I thank you for this respite for the evening. I'm certainly glad I don't have to head all the way back to Petrard tonight. By the way, do you know of a good inn nearby?
No better place than the Twisted Sisters Tavern. Not a classic beauty, but she'll get you where you need to go.
My kind of establishment. I'll see you there.
Sprankles!
Oh, boo-hoo-hoo.
Weep, weep, weep.
What's this then?
That's dust.
Of course it is. There's a corpse in there after all.
No, pixie dust. It's an illegal narcotic used by layabouts and no-goodniks. What on earth is it doing inside Sprankles?
I confess, I've been holding this inside for too long. I was approached by a weird guy who tricked me into smuggling illegal pixie dust into the sprawl for him. He was holding the ball in his foot. Who does that? I plead guilty, Your Honor, on the grounds of I did it.
I'm not a judge, you know.
Oh.
But I'll leave it to the courts to deal with this. The rest of you, pack up your dead cat and be on your way. All right, have fun burying your cat.
We shall.
Sprankles will be so happy at St. Euphogenia's. I just know it. Thank you, my dear. Sprankles thanks you.
Oh, good. And that's how you X-ray your way to success.
Phew, I made it. Listen, I gotta get in there. The whole team came through a while ago and the game is about to start. We all good?
And you are...
You're kidding, right? Come on, I'm Saruna Goodfoot, the Star Troll Goblin Ball player for the Kaladar Lightning. I don't have time for games right now. I gotta get to the stadium and win us the game. Come on, the big Goblin Ball game starts in 30 minutes. My stupid personal driver...
Is it really your personal driver's fault, or is it that you have a hard time dealing with pressure?
You sound just like my psychiatrist.
Personal driver? Psychiatrist? Huh, is there anything you don't have?
I don't have time to talk to you. Can we move this along? I'm the starting thrower and the team needs me to wipe the floor with those pathetic sprawl brawlers. They're such a horrible team. I bet we could win.
What lucky second sweatband?
This lucky second. Hey, you can't take that.
I have to take it. It's evidence.
Evidence? What are you talking about?
Evidence that you don't need some lousy sweatband to win a...
Huh. I never thought... Thanks. Now to wipe the floor with those loud... When you hear the crowd cheer...
Well, duh.
Greetings! I am Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. I believe you met my envoy, the Angry Warrior. She would have come by this gate to announce my arrival. Why do you pester me with questions? I am a very important royal figure and I must enter your city to meet your princess and marry her. Now let me be gone, child. Quack black!
Just a few more routine procedures. You understand.
Please hurry, I do not like to be kept waiting. Yes, these are my weapons that any resident of Marvog carries.
Why do they seem so small? I thought the Marvog carried big...
Well, I'm the Praetor. Oh, okay, fine. Just take them. I have many more in my...
Your envoy said you had a message for the princess? What was that message again?
My message? Oh, it's Iki Bok Choi Flanagan Mok Tok. It means, together we shall...
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Quaplorm.
How long did it take you to learn a second language?
Not that long. It wasn't hard to learn Marvogian. I mean, this language we're currently speaking. But I am the Prattler!
What on earth are you doing?
You've made a powerful enemy today, little girl. You'll soon feel...
Little warrior, I am weary after a long journey, and I am not used to being made to wait in a lineup. Let me pass on my way. I must rest before I meet your princess in order to win her hand and bring honor to my people.
This seems more legit. This may seem like a strange request, but would you mind saying your famous battle cry for me?
You mean Kapla!
That's the one.
I would hope that my stunning war cry is sufficient to being granted entry immediately. Of time, marriage, a sign of weakness that can be exploited by one's enemies, another thing that would-be praetors can use against me for leverage. But for the good of my people, I will marry Princess Desdemona. The prosperity of the Marvog Empire is my priority. I have just arrived from the ballet, and it was a long and brutal affair. Indeed, the smell of the ballet. A fine successor has been chosen in that glorious trial by combat. Mayala will make a fine praetor when I finally fall in battle.
I'm sure that Mayala will do your people proud as future praetor. Kapla?
Well said, little warrior. Perhaps one day I will see you at the ballet.
To be honest, that makes me want to throw up.
You would not be the first nor last to spill your guts at the ballet. As I approached the border of the sprawl, I picked up on the tracks of a Petrardian convoy. Unless I am very much mistaken, that was the convoy of Prince Phineas Pomp, who I have heard rumors is also laying claim to the hand of Princess Desdemona. Weakling. He refuses to fight for her honor, and instead we must talk and negotiate. Why talk when you could dance?
Whoa, that's some pretty impressive tracking skill. I let Prince Phineas in through this very gate earlier this shift.
You are a Petrardian sympathizer?
I'm just a substitute guardsman here. I'm Switzerland, baby.
And thus I truly begin my quest to marry Princess Desdemona and bring a generation of prosperity to the Marvog Empire. You, little warrior, will have a footnote in history for this encounter. For victory, for Marvog, Kapla!
Thank you for coming to my booth today. I'm here taking a poll.
What's wrong with the guard?
It's a little on the nose. The owners want a little more pizzazz.
Actually, I've really got to be...
Great. What one... Perfect. And this... Excellent. And finally... Okay, that is so...
Concessions, come and get them. We got...
Did you say illegal game?
I sure did.
I'm 12.
Hey, it's illegal anyways. What's the difference? You want to bet on who's...
I can't be any worse at this than my dad.
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. The home team hasn't been... They're more of an away team, but they're... How much you looking to gamble? All right, kid. Your bet is in. Good luck.
This hat, it is not as fun.
Let's watch some Goblin.
After one of the most chaotic third quarters I've ever seen, complete with the rare capture of the Golden Mongoose, this is still anybody's game. But look, Kaladar star player Saruna Goodfoot has taken possession of the wagon wheel. My producer is just telling me she isn't wearing her signature lucky second sweatband. Well, that's weird. She's running, and she hurls the wagon wheel, and it misses the flaming gates by a long shot. What an upset. That's the game, folks. A stunning victory for the hometown heroes. What a great day of Goblin Ball.
Lucky guess, kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask.
Well, if it isn't my favorite pint-sized LiL Guardsman Lil. They almost cleaned me out. But I promise I saved a few goodies just in case you happened by. Gee, thanks. Take a...
Poor thing. I bet you were the life of the party once.
If it isn't my little gate guard friend. Of all the taverns and all the towns and all the world.
Yeah. Hello again, Mr. Dwarf.
This jukebox doesn't work.
Yeah, it's been broken for ages.
Looks like the cables have been chewed right through.
Must have been the rat.
Yuck. Rats?
I mean, natural erosion.
Natural erosion in my left foot. Anyway, I can fix that for you.
That would be wonderful.
For a price.
Crap. Okay, how much are we talking about here?
15 gold should do it.
Oh well, no sweat. We've been just fine without any music or joy.
Suit yourself.
Did you forget something?
Anyway, I can fix that
That would be wonderful.
for a price.
Crap. All right, it's a deal.
Beauty. See, that's the wonderful thing about knowing how to fix things. Never goes out of style. Not like those bloody mages.
How long is this gonna take?
Listen, lady. Patience is a virtue. There you go. That should give the old girl a few more years.
Thanks, Mr. Dwarf.
Don't mention it. Now, leave me to enjoy my ale.
Now that's better.
I did it. I quit my job as lackey to that awful man. And when I mentioned it to someone at the bus stop, they gave me a sock. And I have no idea why. Just one sock, not even the pair. What am I supposed to do with one sock? Oh, I made a terrible mistake.
I think I've done everything I need to do.
For all your hard-hitting, high-octane extreme sports highlights and recaps, you're listening to the #1 sports station in the sprawl. Now here's Gabbin' 'Bout Goblin Ball with your hosts Rhonda and Peg.
Oh, Rhonda, what about the outcome of last night's game, the Brawlers and the Lightning?
Oh, Peg, you don't want to get me started on that.
But I do.
First, the big news. They finally decided on the new name for the Goblin Ball Stadium.
After months of in-person and in-creature polling, the most popular name as voted by the Sprawl appears to be the exciting Coliseum for Sports.
I like it.
I hate it.
We're split down the middle. Let us know what you think by calling the station at 555-21.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an urgent announcement. It has just been reported that Princess Desdemona, the sole heir of late King Oswin and sovereign successor to the throne, has been reported missing early this morning. In the wake of her mysterious disappearance, the Guard Corps and City Council are scrambling to maintain order over the city. All other radio programs have been canceled until further notice. I'm Manuel Mentiroso, waiting quietly by the microphone for any new information.
Whoa, someone's in a rush. Where are you headed to, my little rocket?
Sorry, sir, can't talk. Gotta go down to the guard shed to work for my... Wait a minute. Dad? What are you doing here? I thought you'd be running errands for Stryker or Malcolm or whoever. Do you have the day off?
I wish. Since Princess Desdemona went missing, Councilwoman Ash is really cracking the whip. She's got me pulling double duty, doing her little odd jobs and tasks. She's acting like she runs the place.
Then what are you doing here?
I missed you. I guess I just wanted to come check in.
Don't worry, nobody knows that your daughter is covering for you at work.
It's not about that. I mean, that's great and all, but are you holding up okay?
I'm not the one losing my hair.
Yeah, who'd have thought not working at the gate would be the thing to stress me out more?
Dad, if you didn't end up working at the gate because your dad did, and his dad did, and his dad did, what would you have wanted to be?
You know, nobody's ever asked me that before. Well, nobody since your mother.
What did you tell her you wanted to be?
A father.
You're just saying all this because the princess is missing and you're feeling all sentimental.
All right, I'll stop. I'm just happy to see you're here.
Not for long. I'm due down at the shed.
And I'm off to take down any goblin-friendly signage and pro-non-human literature across the sprawl. Not sure why, but then again, mine is not to ask, just to do as I'm told.
We are so alike in so many ways.
So long. See you at the tavern if I get off in time.
See you, Dad.
Attention!
Oh God, is this it? Did I pull a real Randy and mess up so badly you had to come down here yourself and fire me?
Soldier, it's nothing like that. You did not pull a Randy.
Thank God.
I'm here to personally approve the upgrade of the Wicked 3000. With the princess missing and between you and me, the council's increased paranoia, the jail lever has been reinstated. You can get back in your chair now.
Another lever means more work for me. Does that mean I get a pay raise?
That's hilarious. Seriously funny stuff. No, but now instead of determining who should enter or be denied from the sprawl, you also must correctly identify criminal threats and jail them. Any questions?
How will I figure out who to deny and who to jail?
Let's use a real-life example. Someone you've seen already. This criminal is best known for burning down orphanages full of sleeping children. What do? Good work, soldier. Just denying her would not protect the surrounding villages. And what's to stop her from going to the next gate and getting lucky with a guard like Randy? That's all I have to say about that. Any further questions?
Well, I've got you. Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Well, I grew up a military brat. My father was a general for the princess's grandfather, King Artemis. Wait, why am I telling you this? You received your briefing, now do your duty.
And just when I thought we were bonding.
Hello there, my name is Buttface. I am a farmer from Firewall Canyon, a quaint little town just on the other side of the sprawl. I am coming into town today to sell produce I have grown with my own 2 hands from land that was left to me by my great goblin uncle in his will. His dying wish was that I restore the family farm to its former glory. At least, I think that is what it says. He did not have the best handwriting.
Sorry. Did you say your name was Buttface?
Yes, I did. It is certainly not what I would have chosen to fill it characters. I would have liked Spencer 1 or even Quincy Hart. But you cannot choose your own name, am I right? Gotta expand and sell my produce in new markets. The old farm has not been doing too well as of late. I am afraid I have put my priorities into other areas, like foraging and fishing. I am quite horrible at growing vegetables, but I am your goblin if you need someone to gather pine cones.
Maybe you can honor your great goblin uncle by becoming a really good forager.
I hope so, because I am not sure I am cut out for the farming life. Just look at this rice I grew. Please take it. No one would buy it from me anyway. Is that a bullwhip? Can I buy it from you? I could use it on my farm to motivate the little jukey luck creatures that I get to help out on the farm.
What? No, I was gonna use it on you.
To motivate me? That might be just what I need. Whip away!
Now that I know you'd like it, it kinda takes away the purpose.
That is my rake, and watering can, and shovel handle, and sword, and my colander. The tools of the trade. I should probably upgrade them, but who has the money for that?
Tell me about it.
Aside from farming, I often fill my time talking and giving gifts to the townsfolk and other strangers I meet. Like I did with you on the beggar. This helps me gain favor and friendships, with the eventual goal of falling. I do not think anyone likes the gifts I have given them.
I don't think you're gonna find a bride by giving out lame bags of rice.
Would you prefer a pine cone?
No. Sorry, I'm under strict rules not to let in goblins today.
This is an outrage. Where will I sell my low-quality crops now? Everyone in Firewall Canyon is sick of them. I do not eat them myself, they do not look the best. And everyone at home literally gets sick from them. Any chance I could bribe you with some kale and celery?
I think I'm better off without it.
Sorry, Great Goblin Uncle Jerry. Looks like the family farm will have to make way for another condominium.
Magic lovers of the sprawl, please put your hands together for the one, the only, the Edward, the great magician! Alakazoo, Alakazee! And I appear! Thank you, thank you! Wait a second, this doesn't look like a little kid's birthday party. Oh wait, there's one! Excuse me, are you Becky Schneiderman? Is this your birthday party?
I'm sitting in a hot shed all alone. Which, isn't actually as bad as some of the birthdays I've had.
Then I'm in the right spot. Can't believe I found my way here, especially without my glasses. So, Becky the birthday girl, sit back, relax, and prepare to be amazed by me, the Edward the Great.
Wait, but I'm not... Actually, I want to see where this is going.
Now, for my first trick, please pick a number between 1 and 7. Was the number that you're thinking of the number 6?
Nope. What else do you do? This has been great, Eddie, but I gotta come clean. I'm not Becky Schnauzenholder or whatever. My name is Lil, and this is a guard shed, and you haven't even made it into the city yet.
What? Oh, rats. Come on, the Edward, get it together. This is all because I couldn't see where I was trying to get to. Now I'm going to be super late for this kid's party.
You're not late. You're building suspense.
Well, if I build too much of it, I won't get my 40 gold and slice of birthday cake. Ever since I pulled a bouquet of flowers from my parents' garden shop out of my sleeve, I knew I wanted to be a magician, and you're making this dream come true for me. Now, I just need to figure out how to get there without being able to read the street signs. Alakazoo, Alakazee, I'm going to be very late. Hello!
Hi.
Hello! We would like to enter. I would like to enter the sprawl, please.
And you are?
Magnus the Magnificent, renowned member of the Mages Guild. Surely you have... You got us. We're goblins through and through. We're meeting up with a couple other gobbos to talk about what's going on in this city for folks like us.
What does that mean?
The princess goes missing, and all of a sudden there's a no-goblin order in the sprawl?
What's that? Maybe a goblin kidnapped the...
I'd like to see the proof of that. Needless to say, goblins are getting some especially unfair treatment all of a sudden, and there's this group called the Goblin Liberation Army that's putting down roots in the city.
Don't tell her, we'll get in...
It's okay, Gary. Look, kid, if you let us in, I'll give you the address and the password so you can come see for yourself tonight.
A secret password for a liberation army? What if I don't believe you?
Are you kidding me? We put our asses on the line telling you all that. I can't believe these...
Julian, calm down. Here, come to the meeting. It'll really open your eyes to what's going on. Just let us in and you can see for yourself. Since we ditched the disguise, everything we've said is the truth.
Yeah, the truth.
Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna get punished for letting 2 rebel goblins in on No Goblin Day. It's straight to jail for you.
Oh no, please don't do this. We just wanted to see some friends. You're blowing this way out of proportion.
Forget it, Gary. We're just a couple goblins in a human world.
We're sorry. We're sorry. Oh, we're boned. Salutations to you, little sister of this big, beautiful world. My journeys across this land have brought me here to your doors.
What a sweet fortune have in store for me today? That I do not know. But it's a hell of a ride, let me tell you.
Where have you journeyed here from?
You really want to know? Oh, I've been around for a spell, always on the move. From the mountains north of Petrard, the great desert in the south of Marvog, along the crystal shores of Lake Inez, past the dread Castle Caladar and the quaint farmlands of Fireball Canyon. I've wandered through all of these many, many times, but for my money, there's no place like the Sprawl. People everywhere you look leading their busy lives. Every once in a while, stop to take in how beautiful it all is. You can't buy that, little sister.
I don't want to be rude, but you seem, well, pretty baked.
Absolutely, little dudette.
I feel like you shouldn't be telling me that.
What's the difference? You already knew. I call this particular blend Peace Blossom, bringing joy and mirth wherever she goes. I understand completely. You have a job to do and you're doing it. I hope you let that Peace Blossom spread and blow its beautiful bounty across the Sprawl.
I'm just gonna put it in this contraband box here.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
This man may seem harmless, but his contraband narcotics have been giving the Force headaches for as long as I can remember. He may not be dealing, but his garden has spawned an underground empire. This'll be one of the great drug busts of my career. Cuff him.
Stryker has always lived in a world of black and white. There's good and evil and nothing. If you're good in Stryker's eyes, you get nothing. Left to fend for yourself, but if you're bad, the hammer of the law is swift and brutal. Small offenses come attached to massive mandatory minimum punishments. You've heard of 3 strikes and you're out? As far as Stryker's concerned, it's 2 strikes. The strike you make and the strike she makes. I'm a leaf in the wind, little sister, and you are a gentle breeze guiding me along my way.
And there it is. I've reached my limit with you.
Right you are. Hasta la vista, baby.
Lil, you've got to close down the shed for the day and come with me immediately. By now you've heard that Princess Desdemona has disappeared, right? Good. Any other week the royal advisors might have given her a day or two before sounding the alarm. But with the mucky mucks from Petrard and Marvog in town, we have to get her back before things around here get any worse.
I hope nothing bad happened to her, but what does any of this have to do with me?
I asked my boss the same thing. In fact, I said, why the hell would they need that piece of... You know, that's not important now. Do what you have to do to close up shop here, and then you're coming downtown to the city council chambers with me.
Hello? Is anyone there? Can somebody tell me why I've been summoned?
Lilith, guardian of the southern gate, step forward into the light.
What is this? Who are you? Can somebody please tell me what exactly is going on here?
Lil, you have been chosen
to play the hit game that's sweeping the sprawl. That's right, it's time for... So You Think You Can Save a Princess!
What the hell is going on?
That's right, Lil. Today you're getting the chance to send one of these lucky adventurers on the escapade of a lifetime to search for and rescue your beloved Princess Desdemona.
I didn't ask to do this.
And let's find out who those lucky adventurers are. Adventurer number 1 is a hard-headed, go-getting warrior from the desert plains of the alluring Marvog Empire. Please welcome Neil Warkiller! Adventurer number 2 is a nomad by nature, mage by profession, who likes the rain and getting caught in a pina colada. It's Articulous Flame Hands! And finally, adventurer number 3. You might recognize this thief from their wanted poster. Wanted dead or alive for looking so darn good, let's hear it for Perry Shoutson!
I still don't fully understand what's happening.
And no heroic voyager would be complete without a shadowy figure pulling the strings from the darkness. So let's welcome our sponsors, Lieutenant Stryker, Councilwoman Ash, and Court Jester Malcolm.
I'm rooting for you. Might makes right.
Focus and the day will be ours. Information is power.
Aim for the knees and bite, bite, bite!
Now, Lil, you're going to get the chance to ask these adventurers a series of questions to determine their suitability for this quest. At the end of the third round, you choose the winner of the grand prize, being sent on a perilous mission to save the princess, a few guaranteed brushes with death, and a coupon for an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty's, home of the soup.
Dad does love Monty's. Let's do this.
All right, Lil, what would you like to ask our trio of intrepid would-be heroes?
Where do you come from?
And who would you like to ask?
Born in shadows, deep in the caves below the mining city of Mosh on the outskirts of Petrard. I grew up in darkness. In fact, the first time I saw daylight was last Thursday. I don't need to tell you what a surprise that was. Who knew colors were so colorful?
You can ask another adventurer if...
I was born on the battlefield with a sword in both hands. Slaughtered 12 enemies that day. My mother was so proud. I was disappointed. If I had really applied myself, I think I could have killed at least 2 more.
And your second question is...
You are waylaid by bandits. What do you do?
And who's that one for?
Bandits are no issue. I could conjure an army of sparrows or moles or whatever small creature best suited my purpose.
Wouldn't it be better to conjure larger animals? Maybe something more ferocious?
More ferocious than a mole? Actually, I'm not licensed to conjure anything bigger than a bread box, but they really are scary.
You can ask another...
Please, I know these people. I am these people. A few honeyed words, a bit of pocket change, and now not only are they leading me to the princess, they promoted me to king of the bandits. Then we make camp for the night, steal the pocket change back, I never could let a bit of coin go, and make off in the night with the princess, leaving them as broke as they were at the start and without their glorious king of thieves.
That answer displayed a lack of honor, courage, and strength. I would have pummeled you with my response.
Let's stick to the format, folks. There's a rich tradition we're preserving here. Please, wait your turn.
A warrior does not wait his or her turn. He or she acts.
All right, Neil, calm down now.
You are gaslighting me and the berserker spirits of my ancestors, Mike Melroy.
Uh-oh, looks like the warrior has entered the heightened state of berserker mode. Lil, which contestant do you think will be able to get us out of this dilly of a pickle?
Don't look at me, or you can try, but I'll be out of here. Smoke bomb!
Blood.
Uh-oh, look. Lil, which contestant... Neil, keep it together for just a few more seconds. Neil, what's your favorite animal? Neil, look at this little fella.
I feel the blood rage calming. I can't murder everyone present in front of something so small.
Whew. I'm glad you didn't pick anything larger than a bread box. I'm not licensed for that. Due to that unscheduled outburst, we are a little tight for time. Lil, do we squeeze in one more round, or are you feeling ready?
I think I got one more round.
Lil, what's your final question going to be?
You're having a dream and you witness your own death. How does that impact your morning routine?
And you're asking?
I frequently imagine myself dying. It is the warrior's way. Death on the battlefield is an honor, and I often dream of the epic combat that leads to my glorious demise. Then, I make some scrambled eggs and continue, knowing that this will be a good day.
You can ask another adventure. Dreams are a gateway into other realities. Death in a dream is your subconscious showing you how another version of yourself in a parallel universe has expired. Any of a series of choices splinters our universe into fragments. So I mourn my fellow me's, and I am heartbroken that another version of myself has perished. It is a dark omen and should be heeded accordingly. Uh-oh, you know what that means!
I have no idea what that means. This is so stupid.
You're stupid!
That sound means it's time for the... Lil, please choose the adventurer that you'd like to see play the lightning round. All right, Neil, are you ready for the lightning round?
I am.
Oh, too bad. Looks like that wasn't as enlightening.
Oh my god! That wasn't real, right?
Uh-oh, you know what that sound means.
Oh god, not again. My conscience can't take much more of this.
That sound means we are out of time. All right, Lil, now's your moment of truth. Who do you...
My hero would have been the right choice if he wasn't a pile of ash. There will be consequences for this. Harsh consequences.
My mage can heal a wound with a word, or smash through a rock wall with a wave of his wrist.
The thieving arts might not be as sexy as a halberd or a fistful of magic missiles, but we have no idea what's befallen the princess. And my guy, he's your guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, humans and otherwise, the winner of So You and proud owner of an all-you-can-eat dining experience at Monty, Perry Schoutsen.
Hey, everything's coming up Millhouse.
And that's all for us here.
And then I had to choose who the heck was gonna rescue Princess Desdemona. And don't even get me started on the lightning round.
You have the most vivid imagination, Lil.
Why doesn't anybody believe me about these things? Is everything okay, Beverly?
No, Lil. No, everything is not okay, Beverly. My dear true love, Princess Desdemona...
Just to recap, this is the dear true love that you've never met, but one time you both happened to be at the Goblin Ball Stadium?
You phrased that so beautifully. Yes, that same she.
What about her, Bev?
When I'd heard she'd vanished, I tried to get on So You Think You Can Save a Princess, but none of the advisors wanted me as their champion.
Beverly, you're a janitor at the Goblin Ball Stadium.
Maybe you're right. Maybe a guy like me can't be the hero in my own life story. Mom always said I lacked that main character energy. Tell me what to do, Lil. Should I return to my job or go off to rescue my darling love?
Go back to work.
Oh, you may be right. I don't have that many more vacation days.
Listen, Bev, it's getting late. I'm gonna go.
I understand.
Farewell, Beverly.
Vulgar, barbaric fool! You should gather your goons, if they haven't already murdered each other, and leave!
Oh, you would just love that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. I would like to commend you on your choice of adventurer. The princess is as good as rescued.
On behalf of the Marvog Empire, I vehemently disagree. You had the chance to send a powerful warrior, but instead you chose a sneaky, deceitful thief.
She made the right choice. The Kingdom of Petrard supports her.
The Marvog Empire would grudgingly accept an apology for your actions.
Looking back, I agree with you, Praetor Kargan. If I could do it over again, I would choose the warrior. Please forgive my error, and do not take it as a slight against the Marvog Empire.
The Marvog Empire accepts your most gracious apology. You truly are a friend of our people, and this will not soon be forgotten.
This slight shall be remembered by the kingdom of Petrard.
You've been at this a while. You should have enough cash by now to power up your arsenal. Take a look.
This hat, it is not...
I think I've done everything.
Lil, rise and shine.
What, Dad? You rise, you shine. I'll take 5 more minutes.
It's time to get up.
Shouldn't you be down at the guard shed? And shouldn't I be heading down to cover for you?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? We have to work the night shift tonight.
I'm going back to bed.
No, you're getting out of this house and taking some time to yourself today.
Why do we have to work the night shift?
Good news or bad news? Apparently you didn't pick the right person's champion for the rescue mission, whatever that means, and they're punishing you for it.
That doesn't sound like good news.
Yeah, it's not. I guess it was just bad news this time.
Who's punishing you?
No one. I work the night shift a couple times a week to help us get by.
Oh, Dad, I didn't know that.
So, I guess you could say the economy is punishing me. That and inflation. If taxes keep going up, I might have to get a third job so we can keep affording things like your little doohickey here.
Wait, don't touch that!
Whoa, what just happened?
Do you want the good news or the bad news? Both are. I don't know. Do you feel okay?
I feel fine, sweetie. No need to look all blurry about it. Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, I'm going. Just try not to operate any heavy machinery until I get back. I should probably check in with Dr. B and make sure my dad isn't radioactive. Oh, God, the rat problem is even worse than I thought. We eat all of our meals here. People are sleeping upstairs. Better not.
This hat, it is not as fun.
Isla, Simon, Lamont. How's it going, guys?
Hey, if it isn't Little Miss, I haven't been around for a while. Where you been all this time?
Not around. I got what every kid fears they'll get one day. Chickenpox? Worse than that, Simon. I got a job. What are you up to?
Well, you just missed the rock throwing portion of our morning. Sadly, we chucked the last rock in the alley over the fence. Next, well...
We were thinking of seeing if we could get our mitts on some of the cool stuff that Garby guys got over there. They look like magical toys, basically.
I have to use a bunch of those for my job, and even though they look like a barrel of laughs, they're serious business.
Come on, Lil. For some reason, the world is basically treating you like you're old. Work your magic and score us some sweet loot.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I'll talk to Garbanzo over there and see.
Hi, Lil. Sorry, I'm not quite ready to open up the shop yet. I can't seem to find my inventory key. What are you doing up so early?
Working the graveyard shift tonight. So, I'm finally available to see some of my friends who have responsible parents and reasonable bedtimes.
People like those small hooligans over there?
Those aren't small hooligans, they're my friends. And I was actually coming to talk to you about letting us borrow a couple of items.
I stand by my statement, and we can talk about loaning you some merchandise later. But first, I've lost the key to my inventory, and I think one of them might have stolen it. Maybe you could talk to them for me. Work your little guardsman magic and see what you could do to get it back.
On it. Alright guys, time to confess. Which one of you took poor Garby's inventory key?
Wasn't me.
I don't know.
I ain't saying nothing.
So that's the way it's gonna be, is it? Listen, I need that key to upgrade tools and buy more power crystals, so one of you is gonna tell me who's responsible.
Are you a lawyer all of a sudden?
Nope, but I'm a guardsman. I hope you got your story straight, cause I really don't want to go down to the guard shed and get my metal detector. So tell me, which one of you took Garby's key?
It was Simon.
Between you and me, I saw Lamont poking his big, dumb, handsome nose that sits in the middle of his gorgeous face all around that booth. It was probably him.
I've never brought this up to the group before, but I think Isla is a kleptomaniac. I always see her taking things out of Lamont's backpack when he's not looking. But also,
I could make up my mind now, or dig a little deep.
I know it wasn't me. I'm in a bit of a two-strike situation with my parents, and I'll be sent to the National Ballet School in Marvog if I get in trouble again. But I'm telling you, Lamont got here first, and I saw him rooting around Garby's shop.
okay, maybe Isla isn't a klepto, but she did go through his bag just before you got here. Maybe she's got a good reason to be going through his stuff. I got here third, so I didn't see anything.
I said it before, I'll say it again. It was Isla.
So, did you figure out who...
I hate to be a narc, but I'm pretty sure Isla did it. She's the little girl with the glasses.
Thanks, Lil. I'll be right back. Hey, you! Little girl with a bad haircut. Stay... Ugh. They ran off. Probably with my key. Thankfully, I've got this heavy metal rod back here, and if you give me just a minute, I'll bash the Ugh. This is not how I planned to...
Well, that's just great. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I could go back in time to when she... Shut it down! Dr. B did say I could only use it at the guard shed. Maybe that's why it's on the fritz? I'll better just get to my ship. What's this? A mysterious present? Perhaps a secret admirer? Sweet.
Good evening, child. I have not seen you at the post before.
Yeah, you know how it goes. Drew the short straw this time, burning it at both ends, you know? Just gotta keep on trucking through.
I hear you, working the graveyard shift myself.
Yeah.
You said it.
What did you say your name was, sir?
Heinrich
And last name?
von Pyre.
Von Pyre?
Von Pyre.
Title?
Count.
Your name is Count Heinrich von Pyre?
Yes.
That's a fun name to have.
It is? It is! Why, thank you, little girl. I happen to come from a long line of vampires.
I have no doubt in my mind. Maybe this will loosen your lips.
A bag of rice? You're showing me a bag of rice? Why would you do such a thing? Would you happen to know how many grains of rice there are in that bag?
I don't know, a lot?
Holy crap! Okay, just give it to me. I will count them for you. A bag of rice. I never, in all my years.
Okay, weirdo. Next.
Listen, little girl, there isn't much time. You must send me to jail immediately. I pray you don't make me explain any further.
I feel like I've seen you before. Did you go to a funeral for a cat recently?
Sprinkles! That vile beast of a feline. I am certain that cat cursed me and turned me into the monster I am today. I assure you, I am in my right mind. You must gather the other guards and escort me to the dungeons right now. I know it is a strange request, but it is a matter of grave importance. And by grave importance, I mean someone could die.
Whoa, this sounds really serious. Are you sure you want me to send you to jail?
Yes, yes I am, and...
Not as uncommon as you might think. Freeloaders who want to spend a night in a cell for a free meal and accommodation. We don't waste our precious resources babysitting those without means.
You fool! You have waited too long! I cannot control it. Listen.
I feel like...
I assure you, I know it.
Whoa!
Yeah. I used to love fine jewels and necklaces, but ever since that lousy cat's funeral, even looking at a silver locket causes my eyes to burn and my skin to crawl. Something cursed me that day. I'm sure of it. I can feel it coming from the inside, trying to break free. I cannot contain it much longer. The sun has set. Every second is precious. There is no telling what I may do if left unchecked. I beg of you, this is our last chance to prevent catastrophe. Arrest me! Arrest me now! Thank you. Bless you, child. The world is
I really hope you get the help you need. Oh my god.
No, little one. Not a god, just an incredibly handsome mortal. People make that mistake all the time. It is I, Prince Phineas, heir to the...
I know who you are. I was working the gate when you arrived. I let you in.
And still you mistake me for a god? Well, who can blame you?
Do you have anything to declare? Please say no and just go about your business.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
I declare that I...
Go on.
What?
You kind of trailed off there?
What?
You said,
I declare that I am.
And then...
Then what?
Okay, and I feel like I'm gonna regret asking, but...
What do you want me to say? Milkmaids? Or what I've been doing with the milkmaids?
Well, we've come this far. What have you been doing with the milkmaids?
I got thrown out for trying to stretch a single into a double.
I just feel sorry for you, man.
Don't pity me, little one. I am a crown prince of the realm.
A sad one. Aren't you here trying to win the hand of Princess Desdemona?
Well, sure I am, but when the Mages Guild throws a party in your honor, boy, do they know how to show you a good time. And you can't stop a fox from stealing eggs, am I right?
Good night, Prince Phineas.
That's me.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. Now get out of here, you drunk fool.
Oh, all right.
Good evening, my dear.
Mrs. Abernathy, you're out awful late, especially with all these comings and goings about the sprawl.
Oh, my stars! Would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in. Oh, my stars, would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in.
Yeah, that seems pretty off to me. I'm sorry, Mrs. A, but I think this is for your own good? Boy, that felt awful to say.
Oh, my stars, would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you.
Guards, take this sweet little old lady to prison. Man, this just keeps getting worse and worse. Well, that's weird.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the little girl who works at the guard shed. I was hoping we'd meet again. I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a rather important meeting to attend. When I was a little boy and my powers were beginning to form, I had a budgie named Petey. Petey was my best, nay, only friend. When he flew full speed into the window and fell to the floor, my innate ability to rouse the dead awakened. Have I spent most of my adult life trying to hide these forbidden gifts? Yes. Do they come in handy when certain foreign visitors practice their ballet and decapitate a few chambermaids? Also, yes.
So, what's the book?
This ancient tome is the key to all we know about necromancy and the powers of...
Comic book?
No, it is the Book of the Dead.
definitely a comic book.
Let's just say that the esteemed visitors to the sprawl from Marvog have need of my more macabre talents, what with their ceremonial killings and whatnot. Oh, that. An Athanatos family heirloom. I will not part with that locket.
You will not part with that locket. Huh?
The Athanatos bloodline is extremely old. In fact, it dates back to before the founding of the Sprawl. And this locket has been passed down through each generation to get to me. It's far too...
What do you mean by powerful? What power?
This locket has been the key to unlocking great power for all of my ancestors.
Oh, it's like one of those good luck charms? That's...
Yes. You have no right to deny me, no right to even stand in my view, you pathetic smaggle.
What's that?
Smaggle. Yes, that is the word we mages use to describe worthless, magicless beings such as you. You are a prime grade A example of a smaggle.
Dude, that's pretty weak.
No, it is not weak. It cuts to the core.
Nah, that's lame. Get out of here.
The Praetor will know of your insolence, little one.
Oh my god! Are you some kind of scary tree monster?
Yes! Now let me in or I'll thwomp and stomp you!
And what business would you say you have in the sprawl this evening?
Too many people come through my woods. Too many strangers stomping on our...
That must be really hard on you and the other...
Not all are scary.
Well, you have no contraband on you, but you do have some concerning-looking lines near your roots there.
That is termites. Don't worry, it's not contagious. It is hereditary, but I have it under control.
A scary tree monster, you say? And what does he want? Tell him or her to take it up with the Department of Agriculture in the morning. Violence won't lead to anything positive. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to training soldiers for war.
I'm sorry, but we are full up on tree monsters today, scary or otherwise. I'm afraid your entrance has been denied.
This is an outrage! Scary tree monster hate bureaucracy. If I cannot stomp and swamp in the city, I will stomp and swamp outside of the city.
Whatever you do in your own time is your business.
Hello. I wish safe passage through this gate.
Can do. I'm just gonna need you to lift that hood. Gotta see if you're human or elf or gelatinous blob. We've had all types tonight.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I assure you, I am human. Now, please allow me safe passage.
Whoa, what's with the neck candy? A little out of place for someone dressed so discreetly.
My necklace is none of your concern.
So you stole it?
I did not steal it.
Then it was a gift?
Yes, from my mother.
I wish I got a gift like that from my mom. Only thing I got from her was this hair. I'm gonna have to hold on to this just until we can get your story straight.
No, you mustn't.
Maybe you tell me a bit more about you, and then maybe I can give you back your shiny rock on a string.
No, I can't. Fine, keep it. I will return for it another day.
Aw, you're no fun. That emerald looked like the real thing. Maybe I should call one of the higher-ups about it. You've got a real mysterious, don't ask me any questions vibe going on. What's up with that?
I simply have nothing to state or claim. I just wish to enter.
You know, I'd say you have a trusting face, but I haven't seen it yet.
And you won't.
So, are you here for business or pleasure?
I'm here on business, which is mine and none of yours. Now, please let me pass.
Oh, you'd be surprised what's technically my business. You know, me being a gate guard and all.
And you are doing your job admirably. Now will you please let me pass? Hello.
Can do.
I'm afraid I can't do.
You've got a real mysterious.
I simply.
You know.
And you won't.
So, are you.
I'm here.
Oh, you'd be. So, have you heard the news about that missing princess? Pretty wild, huh? I wonder what happened to her. Princess Debbie... Doris...
Princess Desdemona.
So you have heard of her?
I'm sure she will return in due time.
Or once her kidnappers demand a ransom.
Or once she has finished what she set out to do.
Maybe the princess kidnapped the kidnapper and is doing the old reverse bait and switcheroo, but it backfired and now the switcheroo is on her.
I think Princess Desdemona is a very strong-willed woman and would not be taken hostage so easily.
So you're saying it was a team of kidnappers?
Sure.
Okay, mystery woman, you may enter. I hope I don't regret this.
Thank you. The choice you made here today will not go unrewarded.
Tacos.
What?
Make my reward tacos.
Okay, sure.
Hooray!
All right, there. It is done. 62,451! I've counted every single grain of rice in this bag. I also counted 14 bugs, 27 bottle caps, and 1 mouse skull. And you said I couldn't do it.
No, I didn't.
Oh. Well, I did it anyway. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. You were just about to invite me into the...
I'm sorry, but it's almost sunrise, which means my shift is done. You'll have to wait until the next guard comes on duty.
It's almost sunrise? Oh, holy hell, I can't believe I spent another night wasted counting grains of rice! I'll come back tomorrow night.
Why not just wait until the daytime guard comes?
Because I can't.
Why not?
Because I said I can't. I blister in the sun.
I bet you do.
So long, child. Until the next time when you are unfortunate enough to have to work the night shift.
So long, obvious vampire dude. It's you! What are you doing here? Are you here to give me tacos?
No, I've come to reveal my true identity to you.
So, no tacos?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Desdemona.
Princess Desdemona? Nah, I knew it all along.
No, you didn't.
Why split hairs? But what about the kidnappers?
There were no kidnappers. I disguised myself and ran away. I'm sorry for all the commotion I've caused. I had to get away to say goodbye to someone important to me before my wedding.
I don't understand.
I'm being forced to marry one of the suitors from these 2 rival kingdoms.
Yeah, that's old news. What I don't understand is why you, a princess, are here talking to me about it. Shouldn't there be more official people that could play therapist?
Like Stryker? Ash? Oh god. Oh, not Malcolm. I know my father had faith in them. When I'm gone, your advisors will help maintain the balance, blah, blah, blah. They want me out of the way so they can control my father's kingdom. They've never been good at listening to what I want, or how I want to rule this land. Nobody listens to me.
Sing it, sister.
And now I'm being forced to choose between allying the Sprawl with the kingdom of Petrard or the Marvog Empire.
You mean Phineas the Pompous Prince or Kargan the Praetor Terror.
And it doesn't even matter if I love them or not. At the end of the day, it's strictly politics. Lucky me.
This is the first time in the game I've been okay being 12.
I just want to make the right choice. Tell me, Lil, what do you think of Prince Phineas?
He's way higher maintenance than you seem to be. And he's an asshole. Nuff said.
And what about Praetor Kargan? What do you think?
Look, I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't already planning my Halloween costume based on her look. But it sounds like she's got a lot of blood on her hands. I know their ways are different than ours, but come on.
So if you were me and you had the future well-being of the Sprawl in your hands, who would you choose? Thank you for your honesty. I know my advisors have jerked you around, but I also know you don't always do what they say, and I like that. You remind me of, well, me.
And you remind me of me too, if I was rich and beautiful and influential.
Oh, you are influential. You've changed the course of fate more than you know.
Don't forget beautiful. I am also beautiful.
The sun's coming up. I must go. I shall put my own heart aside and do what's best for the kingdom.